Hi, my name is Sarvesh and you're watching D365 Notes. So in previous episodes, we have covered about expense report. So today the agenda of this video is cash advance in expense management. So we will be covering this cash advance in expense management. So let's start. So what we will be covering in the cash advance will be the following bulletin points. So in this we will be discussing about employee creation and mapping, vendor mapping on employee expense management parameters, where we will be discussing about what parameter need to be selected in case of cash advance in D365, and we will be discussing about workflow for cash advance and expense report. And in cash advance we need to map some accounts, so we will be discussing about that. Then method of payment and categories, cash advance creation and pay and transfer and JV creation along with that. And after that we will be creating expense report and testing that. So let's get started. An employee is traveling somewhere for the meeting related to his business. For that he need a cash advance and to spend or to do expenses which occur during the a specific period of time for his meeting or for his professional work. For that we can generate cash advance or give him a cash advance. From that cash advance employee can do payment for his regular expenses. So that's what we will be covering in this video. So let's start that video. So this is my D365 finance and operation system. Here we need to fast check employee creation and employee mapping. So let's go to human resource management, and here under the workers you will see employees. So I have created this employee. So you can click on new button and you can create your employee and fill the all the available details like first name, middle name, last name, employment start date, like this, and click on hire after that, which I have covered in my previous episodes also. You can watch that. I will give you a link in the I button. After that, if you see that your employee is available in multiple legal entities, in that case you can go to work, and here you will see employment history. So click on employment history. So for example, my employee is associated with these many legal entities. If I want to associate this employee with another entity, then I can click on new and select the legal entity. Okay, and enter the start date and create employment. So it will be, this employee will be available on other legal entity as well. So this is the thing. After that we need to create one vendor. So go to accounts payable, all vendors. So I have created this vendor for my employee. Then I will go to that employee again, employees, and on this employee we can go to action pane, and under the action pane you will find that expense. Under the expense you will find employee mapping and per diem rates. So click on that and select account type as a vendor and account as your employee vendor account. So this is selected. After that you can map your user with employee. So I will go to system admin. Under the system admin you will see users and users. Click on users, and this is my ID. So here the person employee is mapped and this is enabled. So this I have discussed in my previous episodes also for expense management. You can look into that episodes as well. Now these are the basic setup in the expense management. After this we need to go to expense management parameters. So for that you have to go to expense management, setup, and expense management parameters. So here you have to create one journal name which should be a daily journal type, and this should be enabled as a yes. Post cash advance immediately button should be enabled as yes. Now you have to create workflow for that. So for creating workflow you have to go to expense management, workflow, and here you can click on new button and create your cash advance request workflow. Just if you click on this it will ask you to open this. So make sure you have opened this environment in Edge browser. So click on open. So I have already created, that's why I am not creating this workflow. So you can see that workflow what I have created. So I will open this workflow. So here you can see that this is my basic workflow. If you see, I have given basic approval, and then you can see the assignment. I have mapped my user as a approver, and I have created a basic workflow. Okay, so let me close this, or let it be open. Similarly, I have created expense report workflow, in which also I have given a basic approval and basic assignment for this. So admin will be the approver for this. So these are the basic workflow configuration. Now after workflow, you have to go to you have to map your cash advance account for your currency. So for that you have to go to setup, general, and cash advance accounts. Here you will see for my currency INR, I have mapped this account. So basically what you have to do is you have to click on edit and select your main account. Okay, then click on save, then account will be mapped. After that we have to create method of payment. So for creating method of payment, go to expense management, setup, general, method of payment. So make sure that you have created like this. The expense owner should be employee and offset account type will be worker. So if we have selected offset account type will be worker, system will take that employee vendor account and post any transaction which will be related to this expenses. After that we have to create as categories for your expense report. So for creating a category you have to go to expense management, setup, and shared categories. So let me take that. This is my shared category, or you can click on new button, or you can define like this category name, and after that you can click on can be used in expense. Then from here you can select your expense category type, but for me it is already created. I will show you, that is meal. Okay, so this is created. Now after creating shared category we have to create expense category. Let me go to expense category. So for expense category you have to go to setup, general, sorry, expense management, setup, general, and expense categories. So I can click on new button, then I will select my category which I have created my share in my shared category. So I will take this. So let's take taxi, which is already created in shared category. Now you have to select the group. So for creating group you can go to view details and click on new and select transaction type as a expense, like I will show you 20, and my transaction type is expense. Click on save. Now go back. So here I will be taking that 20, and there is one mandatory setup that need to be selected, which is my default method of payment. So I have created that which I have showcased in like this video. So I can select this method of payment, then save. After this I have to select main account, that is some kind of expense account. I will be selecting this account. Okay, now this is the setup part. Now the basic setup part is completed in this. So that's it for today. Today we have covered about employee creation and mapping, and in which I have like explained you how to create employee and how to create employment history for any worker. And after that we have discussed about vendor mapping on employee, and after that we have discussed expense parameter for cash advance, where you have to what you have to keep in mind that these parameters should be enabled. And after that we have discussed both the workflow, cash advance and expense report workflow, and we have also discussed about cash advance account mapping in for a specific currency for INR, and you can map for multiple currencies as per your requirement. And we have discussed about method of payment, and after that we have discussed about category, shared category, and expense category. So this is the end of part 1. We will be discussing more about this cash advance, where in second part we will be covering about cash advance creation and how to process cash advance creation, and how the JV is created, journal is created for the cash advance, and how cash advance behave with expense report and how to check the balances remaining for your cash advance in next part. So that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Till that time, tada, bye bye, see you in the next one.